program that he wanted to start, so we'll see what happens. I want to thank our dispatcher, Alicia Luddington, who was able to gather all the food and do all the running around. She had a couple of helpers in Jasmine Sharp and Kelly Cardner to bring stuff in. So there's food over here, plenty for anybody. Anytime somebody gets hungry, you get bored, that can happen. Get out there and go ahead and start eating anytime you want. But there'll be plenty of food and plenty afterwards. Just for housekeeping, down that hallway there's a restroom, and right around this corner there's a restroom. So we'll get that going. We're excited to have an awards presentation, honor some of you who have done extraordinary work under more than difficult situations. We are happy for the support from our city council, city manager, county commission or county manager. We have a captain with State Patrol. Many people from the Montezuma County Sheriff's Department, and we're just grateful for the support. The community supports the police department, and we're grateful for that. I kind of wanted to start off by letting you know what the process is for the awards. Sworn or non-sworn employees in any position may be nominated by an employee or citizen for an award. The nominations through the chain of command is given to the chief. The chief then forwards a nomination letter with all accompanying details to an awards committee, and the awards committee reads, studies, discusses the nominations, and gives their findings and recommendations back to the chief. So right there, we need to stop and thank those that are on the awards committee. It's a difficult decision that they're asked to make. And I would ask them to stand, but they're already under enough pressure. I don't want to put more out there. Seems like most awards are presented to those that found themselves in terrible situations and responded in extraordinary manner. We would like to read the criteria for each award before that award is presented. After we read what the recipients did, they can have a family member or friend come up and pin something on them or put the award on them. So if you're receiving an award, think about who you want to pin you. I think we can start. So our first award is going to be the Chief Certification of Commendation.
The Chief Certification of Commendation is an award granted by the chief to any member or citizen for an outstanding act of achievement that brings credit upon the office, which involves performances above and beyond that required by the member's duty assignment.
We're kind of going to group these together, but the first two people that I would like to come up would be, I'm sure I have the right one here, Amy Raguzzo and Jay Dollar, if you would come up. So on November 29, 2023, the Cortez Communications Center received a distressing call reporting shots fired and an officer down. Despite the personal and emotional nature of the situation, the dispatchers, Amy Raguzzo and Jay Dollar, remained composed and focused. Without hesitation, they efficiently dispatched the necessary emergency response teams and relayed critical information to first responders as soon as it was received. Throughout the incident, Amy and Jay maintained a calm and professional demeanor, collaborating seamlessly with other dispatchers to ensure a coordinated and effective response. Their actions exemplified the professionalism, dedication, and teamwork that are vital to the success of the emergency operations. Their conduct during this chaotic and tragic event reflect great credit on themselves, the Cortez Communications Center, and the Cortez Police Department. Thank you. Okay, the next batch is going to be Lori Johnson and Steve Boggett. Okay. Marissa Hurst is also included in this, but she didn't make it tonight. And this is a continuation on November 29, 2023. Cortez Communications Center received a distressing call reporting shots fired and an officer down. Upon hearing the news, Lori and Steve and Marissa immediately responded without hesitation, going directly to the dispatch center to relieve other dispatchers. This allowed their colleagues a moment to step away from the intense situation and collect themselves. They remained on the call, providing unwavering support throughout the duration of the tragic event. Their actions exemplified professionalism, dedication, and teamwork essential to the success of emergency operations. Their conduct during this critical incident reflects great credit on themselves, the Cortez Communications Center, and the Cortez Police Department. Thank you.
So the next award that's going to be given out is the Meritorious Service Award. Meritorious Service Award may also be awarded to a member whose conduct brings significant credit to them and achieves significant accomplishment for the betterment of the office. This may occur through exemplary performance in difficult or hazardous duty situations, though the demonstration of exemplary performance in a significant event in the police department history.
And this award is going to be presented to Officer, or now Detective, Shane Fletcher, Officer Colton Guttridge, Officer Carla Ross, Sergeant Vance Carver, and Corporal James Proctor of State Patrol. And this is for their exemplary dedication to professionalism following the tragic line-of-duty death of Sergeant Michael Moran, November 29, 2023. In a quickly evolving, hazardous, and dynamic scene, they maintained exceptional situational awareness and demonstrated remarkable composure and decisiveness under pressure. The professionalism demonstrated was critical in ensuring that no officers or bystanders were injured. Their actions reflected the highest standards of duty and professionalism and their dedication to public safety, operational excellence, and reflected great credit upon themselves, their agency, and law enforcement. I'm going to read both of them. It's just, I'm going to read both definitions. She's getting two awards. No, never mind. All right, one of the next awards being presented is the Life Saving Award. The Life Saving Award is presented to members of the police department or citizens who perform an extraordinary act that saves a human life.
So, Detective Cannon, could you please come up here? So on September 15th, 2023, you distinguished yourself by responding to a highly volatile and rapidly evolving situation involving a gunshot victim and multiple hostile subjects. With remarkable composure, you worked to de-escalate a very escalating situation that had verbal confrontations and maintaining the integrity of the crime scene. Also during that, you had the wherewithal to start first aid treatment and apply life-saving measures to a very injured female that most likely resulted in saving her life.
And Kristen's also being awarded the Meritorious Service Award.
Correct.
Meritorious conduct. Next award being presented is the Meritorious Conduct Medal. This award is awarded to members whose conduct or performance is brave, exemplary, or where a significant risk of injury to the member exists.
If we could get Trevor and Curtis, Trevor Robertson and Curtis Baumgartner. And Angelo Martinez. It says, in recognition of your exemplary bravery and courageous actions, you were awarded the Meritorious Conduct Award for your outstanding performance on the night of July 28, 2023. While responding to a homicide call involving an armed and dangerous suspect, you demonstrated exceptional courage by placing yourself at great risk to ensure the safe resolution of a highly volatile situation. Despite the immediate threat from the suspect who repeatedly aimed their firearm at you, you remained composed and provided lethal cover for another officer deploying less lethal. Your actions were instrumental in safely neutralizing the suspect without causing serious injury. The suspect was ultimately taken into custody after a tense and dangerous confrontation, showcasing your bravery and restraint, which exceeds the normal expectations of law enforcement. Your actions uphold the highest standards of the Cortez Police Department and bring great credit to yourself, the Cortez Police Department, and the City of Cortez. Just so you know, on this particular incident, they had every legal right to use lethal force at several points in the contact, and they showed great restraint, great cover, each officer covering the other officer, and then ultimately using less lethal to subdue the person. So could have been a lot worse for them. It could have been a lot worse for the person. It would have been a lot worse for the community. They did an outstanding job.
The Police Medal of Valor is awarded for an act that involves a significant risk to an employee's life, with a demonstration of courage that goes beyond behavior normally required for an individual in law enforcement profession, and sets the individual apart from his or her fellow employees.
We'd like to call Sergeant Kobe Guttridge and Montezuma County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Alexander Kennedy up. During the events of November 29th, 2023, in a very challenging time, you participated and confronted a fleeing suspect, that you were met with gunfire when you contacted him. Without hesitation, you took cover, quickly regained situational awareness, and tactically moved into a position of advantage. Displaying remarkable composure under fire, you provided lethal cover for other officers as they engaged the suspect with lethal force, eliminating the threat and ensuring the safety of other officers and the community.
And Steve? We missed a meritorious conduct pin and medal. We apologize for that, but that would be for Jennifer Bashur and Stephen King with State Patrol. This award is for extraordinary bravery on November 29, 2023, during a tragic event that claimed the life of Sergeant Michael Moran. As a new dispatcher, riding with Sergeant Moran, you found yourself in an unimaginable situation, witnessing his murder from the front passenger seat of his patrol vehicle. Despite the shock and gravity of the moment, you had the presence of mind to pick up the police radio and call for help. Your quick response saved critical seconds, allowing fellow officers to respond swiftly to the scene. Your courage and composure during such a tragic and chaotic event reflect a great credit on yourself and on the Cortez Police Department. What you did was incredible. Jennifer was about a one-day-old dispatcher at the time, so brand spanking new, doing a ride-along, and was able to put herself in that situation, make all the right moves, and then continue to stay strong. Amazing. Wait. I think Steve might have taken off with the award that he got without reading the letter. And I can kind of spitball it here a little bit, is we pull up to the scene, and he's the first one behind Mike, and immediately makes everything safe and renders aid to Mike, and he's giving him CPR and doing all that stuff. As other people arrive, EMTs took Mike away, fire was there, everybody was there, and then Steve just turned into that mode where he started securing the crime scene, gathering people up, everything that a police officer should be doing. But after he had already gone through all of that, it's amazing that he could still do it. So just amazing job. Steve started out working with the sheriff's department. I think they claim him a little bit. He worked for the police department, the Cortez Police Department, and we still claim him, and now he's a trooper. So we really appreciate Steve. Thank you. What do you think, Kimo? We have one more award. We were kind of holding off because Raj's wife wasn't here. And she's still not here, but we're going to have to... Holy smoke. He's got a seat saved for you right there in front. So have you got that? So if Jerry Sam could come up here with Raj. Again, this is a little bit out of order, but in recognition of their exemplary bravery, selflessness, and decisive actions during a critical incident on July 28, 2024, you are awarded the Meritorious Service Award. On the 28th of July, you responded to a shots fired call at the Sleeping Ute Apartments, where you were confronted with a volatile and hazardous scenario involving an armed suspect, Kaylee Sanders, who had just committed a serious crime. Despite the risk of crossfire from multiple apartments and the presence of potential suspects resembling Sanders, you demonstrated exceptional courage and tactical skill. You cleared the apartment and discovered the deceased victim while ensuring the safety of other residents and officers who maintained a strategic position and prepared to engage as necessary. Your actions under these high-risk conditions, including managing the scene while ensuring the safety of civilians and colleagues, reflect great credit upon yourself, your department, and the city of Cortez. Your commitment to duty and exemplary performance during this critical incident highlight your dedication to excellence to police work. On behalf of the city of Cortez, thank you. I have everything for page 3 and 4. Yeah, the pages are somewhere. Again, I'd like to thank those, should be one more page. Oh, no, that's it. Again, I would like to thank those dispatchers and officers who were in a terrible situation but performed outstandingly. I would also like to acknowledge that while not everyone here was nominated for an award, in those tragic events I saw at the PD, all at the PD, to include spouses, family members, and retired officers lifting and supporting each other. Everyone that does not get a medal, but everyone is appreciated and seen and deserve a standing ovation. I want to thank, in those events, we had fire departments out there. We had EMS out there. We had the hospital staff when they took Mike in there. Everybody was working to do the best they could. We have CIP going out and helping us just about every day. Good things are happening, and we have a lot of support, and all of those people do outstanding work and help people. So I would like you to give them a big hand. Thank you. Well, that's a presentation. We have all kinds of food in here. If you would get up and just gather and mingle and enjoy each other's company. Those who received awards, if you want to step back with your family and get pictures taken in the room right over there, we're going to start that here pretty quick. So grab a bite and then let's mingle. Thank you. I hope this insurance. If the insurance plan takes out, everybody is looking at it, it's going to be over in June. So hopefully